Oh, my goodness.
Well, we're here live at Player One Arcade. Agustin, a.k.a. Gustavo Navarro.
Oh, you know, I've never been on the air before, but you know.
And Robert Guitron.
So this is Gus Navarro coming to you live.
What are we watching, Gus? Fred versus Vince?
We're watching Fred versus Vince.
This is the championship of the losers bracket. Winner plays...
Well, I don't know. I was having a beer, and then Robert came up to me and told me Freddie lost.
Oh, we had several beers.
And then, so then we heard like these a lot of yells.
A lot of yelling.
And then apparently Freddie won. So now you've got Freddie playing Vince, and so the winner is going to play the guy from Tennessee. What's his name? Some Tennessee guy. He's really cool. He knows how to play several video games like Street Fighter and the skateboard game.
I knew his name when I was sober.
Yeah.
I'm not sober now, though.
So then he has to lose twice.
Yeah.
So what? You know what? We're just trying to make you guys catch up, but
oh, well, you know.
So you know, Freddie's on a hot streak. He's already won the doubles championship with me.
Hey, so let me get an opinion out of you, Gus man.
Yeah.
Gus man's thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Who do you have favored in this game, Fred or Vince?
Well, you know, Vince is a little bit more polished, like his penis.
Jesus.
But Fred is he's on a hot streak, man. He's playing great. He looks good. He lost weight. He's got short hair.
Short hair. A lot of short hair. A lot of short hairs. But Vince's hair is short too.
Oh yeah.
I maybe a little bit longer.
Well, I did.
Jesus, a little bit longer.
I did once say that Vince is the best black Japanese guy I've ever seen.
Except for Tiger Woods.
Right.
So number 2 all time.
So this is the losers round. Which, you know what? It amazes me that I'm calling Vince and Freddie a loser. And the winner gets to play a Tennessee guy. And
you're calling him a winner.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, I look at Fred and Vince and think loser all the time. But I don't know. We're different.
Well, you know, 15 years ago, Robert took me to Alabama for a championship.
Right.
And, you know, there was guys from Alabama. They wore polo shirts with their collars up.
I made a guy... I don't know if you remember this, Gus, but I made a grown man piss himself.
Jesus. Well, I mean...
We shall not mention his name, James. But it happened.
Well, the point I was trying to make is that we met a bunch of Tennessee guys. They're fucking great. They had, like, no teeth. They smoked a lot of weed, and they were super fucking friendly. And they were really good at Cyberball. So these guys that are here from Tennessee are not skinny. They're fucking huge. They're like... wrestlers.
I wouldn't fuck with them.
I would not. They're very big.
Yeah.
So they're not the same people. Right. But hey, to the Tennessee guys that were lacking teeth and smoked a lot of weed and were really friendly to me and Robert, please reach out to us.
Hey, why don't you give us Gus Man's thoughts? Why don't you give us a old story about Tennessee? I'm sure you have some. Like there was a game maybe we were playing or something, and I whispered in your ear or something.
Oh well, you know. Well, you know, back in the... I never really play seriously. I fuck around too much. So then we were there. It was like the meet and greet the day before the tournament. And Robert looks over to me and he's like, hey, those guys are the defending champions. I'm like, what? Who? So it was Ohio. So I'm like, oh, wow. The defending champions, huh? Nice. And then they're like, hey, you want to play them? I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, sure, I'll play them. But then Robert whispered in my ear, hey, you know, those guys say that you're not worthy, that you shouldn't even be here. I'm like, what? So we played them. We beat them 70-6. 70-6. And then Robert whispered over to me and said, hey, you know what? They never talk shit about you. I was just fucking with you. I just wanted you to play at your best. So fucking Robert played games with me, right? So anyways, Ohio, if you're still there, we love you.
Hey, well, let's get back to this game here.
Oh, yeah.
Who do we got winning? I think Vince is winning currently at the moment, 14-7.
Well, who the fuck is playing? What is this defense is not very the defense that I like to play.
Look, if I have to be perfectly honest,
that means he's not going to be honest.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You know, these are two great players. They have good skill sets.
Oh, they do. You know, that pass was very nice. Even though Vince is on that side, Freddie runs that play to perfection. I have to tell you, I've never met anybody that can run that play with a tight end just like Freddie. Freddie may be a little conservative right now, but we shall see. He's pitching to the power back. He's running with the power back, and Vince takes advantage of Freddie's insecurities.
So it looks like a hot ball. This is a crucial play right here. You got to defuse right here, I think, in my opinion. I mean, if you don't, throws it. Oh, no.
Well, Robert, you've been here many times.
Many, many times.
So this trickery defense, this corner blitz, I'm not too familiar with it. What's the purpose of this defense?
I mean, I think what they're trying to do is, oh God, I would not have called that right there if it was me. I don't like to play that way. It's usually called a second tier type defense. Second tier type players will do these kinds of things. I don't like to talk shit. Yes, I do like to talk shit. Who the fuck am I kidding? But my point is this, Gus. That was a bad call. That was a really bad call.
Well, it seems like it now. But so now we're 1 point away from a tie. Is that what I'm looking at?
This is gonna be an extra point right here. Fred Lane.
Wow, nice. So,
wow.
are you trying to tell me that Vince was playing a really different type of defense to try to intimidate Fred?
I think he tried to play mind games with him, and he ended up messing his own mind up.
It backfired a little bit.
Yeah, it backfired a little bit because that was pretty fucking stupid, to be honest with you. I mean, I just would not have done that.
Well, I was just a little bit confused, honestly, in such a big situation.
Yeah.
Honestly, is that like a gimmick defense, or?
I would call it a gimmick.
I hate to talk about the defense that was called, but honestly, I've never really seen that defense before.
It's somewhat of a gimmick. It's kind of like wearing socks with sandals. It's a gimmick. I mean, I've done that. You've done that. We've all done it. But why? The question is why. I don't see a point. But, I'm just glad we have a good game.
Well, I guarantee you that it's not going to happen again, I hope.
Well, Vince just went to his thinking posture. As you can see, fist on the chin. And he may know that he made a mistake right there.
Well, you did mention the sandals and the socks. It so happens that Vince is wearing
sandals and socks. I noticed that at the same time as you.
Forgive me.
He is wearing sandals and socks.
Forgive me, because, just like the gimmick defense, I was very confused.
Right.
And then I didn't get that joke. Now I see the joke.
It just so happened that he is the joke. I didn't want him to be the joke, but he turned himself into the joke.
Well, Fred's on fire. Okay, he already won the doubles championship.
Right.
With a guy named Gus Navarro.
Yes, I've heard of him.
He's great. But here he goes. Oh, this is a mistake. I'm sorry. We're telling stories, and then we're gonna say something about the game.
Let's get back to the game. Let's get back to the game.
So,
we're at the half. I think it's all tied up, isn't it?
So it looks like someone's buying. Can we say that in the middle of the game?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's whisper this.
Maybe we should whisper it.
Hey,
you don't want to hear it.
Fred bought the titanium running back.
This is kind of like a tennis match.
He's called.
You ever been to Wimbledon? You don't want to really yell.
Can I fucking finish my
sorry.
sentence?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we call the running back Bo, like Bo Jackson. So he bought Bo. So we're whispering only because.
A great loop around the safety. Oh my goodness.
So Freddie has stopped Vince and blew him up.
Vincent Polite was held.
But that could be portrayed as a punt, right? Is that a punt?
In singles you really don't want to punt. No, that's the thing, because every possession is so crucial.
Well, I mean I played singles, back when, there was no internet.
Right.
We had the Herald Examiner.
Yes, I remember those days.
Those days are when I played singles, and back in those days, we won the game on extra points. We scored every time.
Right, because you're going to pretty much score every time.
We played with guys with like Kelly Yang, Cybergod, Yoshi, Chad, Leroy Bennett, Gary Hall. Right? Remember those guys?
Legends of the game.
Legends of the game. Remember the South Bay boys?
Oh, they were really good.
Oh my God, there were some guys from South Bay. What the fuck? Those guys were. I mean, back in those days, there was no punting.
No, there was no punting. If you get held once, it's the game pretty much now.
Wow.
Nowadays, you
I
know,
know.
3, 4, 5, 6 stops.
Wow.
And it's like,
Wow.
yeah,
Lots of action.
big difference.
I remember playing Gary Hall in a tournament in Azusa, and I remember he turned the ball over once and he was done, and that was it. I mean, here I'm seeing. I mean, maybe we're just old school.
And I know we talked about shoes and sandals, but I don't think Gary Hall had shoes on at all that day.
Oh no, he would show up barefoot.
Yeah, barefoot.
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 Remember that? Oh, the players back then. Remember Steve Kim and
Steve Kim.
Johnny Lee.
Oh, interesting note.
Yeah.
I actually I sent Steve Kim a message the other day asking him to come to the tournament.
Wow.
And he declined the invitation, surprisingly.
Wow. He was a good player.
Unfortunately, yeah, he was really good.
Honestly, I beat him in a tournament one time at Pac-Man, and I don't know if you remember this, but I threw an interception and I punched the screen and broke it.
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then Steve like crumbled after that because he was kind of scared because I'm a Mexican, so maybe you think maybe I intimidated him?
Yeah. Well,
I hate to bring race into this,
but maybe a little bit too much cerveza for the Mexican.
Maybe.
But here's a little note. I
Yes.
don't know if everybody knows about this. The last time Steve Kim played in a tournament was actually in Alabama, and
Wow.
the problem was he chose to drink with everyone, and because Koreans can notoriously drink a lot.
They usually can.
Usually, but
You would think so.
On this particular day, Steve Kim overdrank, and that
Maybe he was overserved.
it could have been. But I just remember at the end of the day, his ponytail fell off because he did have long hair. His ponytail fell off, and he ended up in the room with, I believe it was a big white man. I want to say
God.
Servo, and we left him alone for a few hours.
Well, time out real quick.
Let's get back to the game.
This is critical.
This is
Fred's
critical.
defending. Vince is trying to score.
Yes.
And Freddie. Oh! So Fred holds.
What a hold.
He is backed up at his own 2-3 yard line.
This is going to be intricate.
So this could be a safety. Let's watch.
Oh, what a play. That's a professional tackle right there.
Vince is a professional cyberball player. He's also a professional sandal and sock wearer.
He is.
Great play. Wow. Robert,
He's
have you ever been stuck in your own end zone and then run it with a quarterback? I mean, what is that? Is that is that panic? What would you say?
Well, there's definitely some desperation going on right now.
Oh, here comes the defense again.
Here it comes.
Oh my God.
They chose to do it again.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Rob, is it just me? I mean, I know you've been in these situations before, but is it just me, or does it seem that there's a lot of panic?
There's, I look at Fred's brow, and I see some sweat. And then I look at Vince, and I see a little fear. So there's fear and sweat.
Well, you know what? If it was me, because we just won the doubles tournament, me and Fred.
Hard one.
I had a lot of sweat, which, I mean, it means you're breathing like when you're playing basketball. Oh, Freddie!
Oh, that's so crucial right there.
Well, Freddie is a professional at pitching up the middle.
That could be the game, folks.
He's so boring.
Usually this is not the game yet, but in a
you think? So are you saying this game's over? I mean, Vince.
Oh, I'm going to give him at least.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh no.
I believe that play, that 2-point conversion, was a pitch to the power back, and then to the receiver. Is that what happened?
That's exactly what happened, and that could be the beginning of the end.
Robert, who invented that? Where did that invent from?
Well, there's a lot of theories going around.
Huh.
Some say it was a man by the name of Leroy Bennett.
Wow.
Others say a G. Hall.
Wow, G.
Out
Hall.
of Muir High School.
Wasn't he the backup? Didn't he back up Ricky Irvins?
He was the fullback for Ricky
Irvins.
Irvins.
Remember Ricky Irvins played for the Washington Redskins?
Yes. Correct.
Gary Hall. Oh my
great Gary
goodness. He's the one that would walk in barefoot.
He will walk in barefoot. 9 out of 10 times.
I do remember one time playing basketball with him, and he played barefoot. And he picked me up and threw me and said, "Don't get up, M word."
Mexican.
Yes, Mexican.
I don't think you're supposed to say that on the air.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, well, Mexico. No, there's
Mexican-
nothing wrong with saying Mexico.
fumble.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. So Fred. Hey, Rob. So tell me this: did Vince do that on purpose? Did he blow up his own quarterback on purpose?
it appeared to be so. He's smart. He went to Berkeley. Little fact about Vince.
Okay,
Went to
so
Berkeley.
forgive me because I don't play a lot of singles, but is that difficult to do in singles to blow up your quarterback so you don't have to worry?
Well, I think it's something that.
Oh my gosh,
man! There's just a lot of fumbles going on right now.
I smell a lot of smoke. Is it like the quarterback was on fire, the running back was on fire?
It could be my breath. I drank several beers.
Are we supposed to say when people are on fire because they can hear us?
I think if we go back to the whisper, it should be
Okay.
fine.
All right. Well, okay. So here we got Vince is driving.
Yes.
The game's not over.
Oh,
It throws right in Freddie's face.
That's a beautiful pass.
Most people would say Freddie's fucking fat face.
FFF.
So Freddie's
Fat
nickname
Face.
is FFF.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Fuzzy fat face. It's well documented.
Oh, so what's this team no room thing? What is that?
Well, I could send the video.
Oh.
The thing is that there's usually not room between the two players because the fat overlaps from one player to the next, and the fat actually touches.
I
so
see.
there
I
is
see.
no room. Team no room. It is
Oh.
well known.
Oh my goodness.
But
What's the there's another team name. There's a greasy. I've heard greasy,
something like that.
greasy haired that you've been
Something
implied
like
to be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be invited back to commentate again.
Oh my God.
But hey,
Well, you know what? So here we go. Back to the game.
back to the game.
Looks like Fred is up by 8 points. No, is it right? Am I right?
It's an
Yeah,
8-point win.
and Vince has got the ball.
Oh,
He just scored a 2-point
Oh,
conversion.
man.
Rob, you know what? Back in the Pac-Man days, when I met Kelly Yang, he says, "Hey, why don't you come over and play Cyberball?" So I did. The first play I ever learned was that pitch play, wide angle. So you pitch it.
right.
So that's what Vince just ran, right?
That's one of Kelly Yang's favorite plays.
Oh,
actually.
what a juke! Oh, so there we go. Fred just jumped up and scored a touchdown. I think he might have spat on Vince.
I think he spat on us.
Well, Fred just spat on us.
We got spat on.
Roger. Oh, there's a handshake.
That's a game.
That's the game, boys and girls.
I'm glad we were able
So
to be here with you.
I'm glad we were able to shed some history.
Good night. Good night now.
So we may be back, and I think we will be back unless we're banned.
We're most likely banned. Good night.
I hope not. What were you talking about? 1% about the game?